Team, welcome back to another YouTube video. I'm here at Club La Santa in Lanzarote. It basically looks like one big volcanic rock with a training facility bang straight in the middle of it. It's got all the bells and whistles. It's got everything from tennis, paddle to CrossFit, outdoor swimming, a running track which you can see right here. It's got everything. So some people come here for a holiday with the idea of being able to train whilst they're on holiday. That sounds very me and Zoe coded. Some people come here, like myself, they just want to come and have a hard week of training, be able to lock in a little bit. I don't really like that term, but come in to lock in a little bit and get some training done. So I thought I would show you today how I fuel a double training day. So this morning in about 20 minutes, I'm going to be doing a track session right here, 3 by 3 kilometers. So quite a lot of running volume, quite decent effort as well. And then this evening I've got a strength session. So 2 separate sessions, and I'm just going to show you how I fuel for both of them. A few things to consider. Number 1, I am in a calorie deficit. Not a huge one, but I am in a calorie deficit. And the second thing is, this is what works for me. And obviously I've got a good sort of steer on my body, what foods I like to eat before training and after training and all that sort of stuff. I try to give you as much insight as possible, but it's important to know that everyone is different. And if you are a nutritionist, please don't come gunning for me in the comments. I've got a little understanding, but you guys are the subject matter experts. So instead of gunning for me, also put some advice in the comments if there's anything that you recommend to people. But yeah, this is specific to me. Starting off this morning with a nice banana, some electrolytes and a carbohydrate mix and a bit of pre-workout. I'll be tracking everything on MyFitnessPal, showing you all the calories that I'm having today, protein, carbs, fats, all that good stuff. But let's do it. What way should I go today?
That way.
That way. Okay team, so a track session this morning. If I was to retract slightly and we was to have done this video at home where I've got all my supplies, I probably would have had a crumpet with some jam this morning. Crumpets really go well with me before doing exercise. If I have things like oats, all that kind of stuff, it just upsets my stomach during the session, so I like to keep it nice and light. All I've had today is half a banana and I've got a carb mix in here. So 127 calories, 31 grams of carbs to start the day. Now, the session I'm doing, I'm only going to be out there for under an hour or under. I've had enough carbohydrates yesterday, so I've got enough to get me through it. However, if for whatever reason I've got a ground contact time of 20 seconds per step and I'm out there for a little bit longer, I've got myself a little carb gel in my pocket. Weather's perfect, not windy, not too hot. Great running conditions. And everyone's out smashing it on the track. I'll just stick my bottle there. Session details, 3 by 3 kilometers. I'm going to be aiming for about 3:35, 3:40 pace. This last 6 weeks of being absolutely hideous with my fitness, I was doing these at 3:35 pace, so I'd like to be able to get back to that, and that put me in good stead for the Worlds. 3 by 3k, 3 minutes in between, nice and easy. Starting off with a 15-minute warm-up. Let's do it.
Gonna be you. Gonna be everything. Gonna be you.
Two down, 1 to go.
Gonna be you and me. Gonna be everything you
Oh, might have pushed it a bit towards the end then. That was good. That was a confidence booster. Back to how I was feeling about 6 weeks ago. Right, cool down. There was a point where the sun just started to creep out and I got worried for a minute. I think I was on the first 3k and I thought, oh no, don't, because I could feel it straight away. But on like the other hand, I want it to be warm because that's why I'm here. So I can get a good sort of week plus of heat training, because when we get back to the UK, it's going to be 28, 30 degrees. But that was what, like 19, so I'm not really getting any heat benefit. Well, I'm not getting any heat benefit at all from that. But it was a good confidence boost. So maybe for the rest of the week we can have some hot weather in the morning. Or I just do it in a painter's suit like John Wynn. Okay, today's meal, we're going to get it all scanned up. But one thing I got told when I was doing a hard course in the army, and we had a special nutritionist come in. I think he was a nutritionist for a big rugby club. I can't remember off the top of my head. And he basically said, try to get as much colour on your plate as possible. So that's what I try to do. Not all the time. Sometimes all I'm bothered about is a bit of protein and it's the most beige meal ever. But when I'm at a place like this and I've got the ability to get as much colour on, that's what I try to do. So we've got carbohydrates, we've got some protein and fats, a bit of veg just to health and all that. And then some fruit, some more carb. Just keep the digestive system, the gut health in check. And of course, a coffee. I'm going to get all this totaled up onto MyFitnessPal. Try and give a really accurate breakdown of what it is we've got in front of us, but everything here is obviously to aid recovery from this morning's session, but also to fuel later on's session. So everything here, 985 calories. I burn about 1,000 on that session. Carbohydrates, 145 grams, 28 grams of fat, 46 grams of protein, taking my daily total up to 1,100 calories consumed, 176 grams carbs, 28 grams of fat, 46 grams of protein. So what you're seeing is me having a lot of my carbs throughout the day because that's what's going to fuel my session. And then tonight, that's when we'll go big on the protein. That's the meal I'm most excited about. Without any further ado, is it a Jew or a Jew?
A Jew?
I don't know. Without any further ado, let's get stuck in.
In this troubled world that we're living in, we need to show some.
So team, you may have seen this morning I was running low on breakfast options because we flew in last night. So we're going to pick up some stuff for the rest of the training week. But like I said, like low residue foods that are easy to digest, it's carbohydrate based, that I can have before training, and then just little snacks that I can have throughout the day. That is the mission of now. Oil shower gel, pomegranate. Ooh. Thumbnail. 5 for you, 5 for me. A couple of days. Aha. Coconut, any coconut water, I love that stuff. Coconut's so good after training because it's got electrolytes in it. It's also got potassium, so it helps with things like muscle cramps and whatnot. There's actual studies on chocolate milkshake that benefits for recovery because of its high protein, high carb content. So we'll get a couple of those. We'll have a few of these because these will be great in the morning. Get the digestive system going, electrolytes, carbohydrates, not loads, but it's more the potassium content which is key. But I have most of that this week. Jesus, mate. 14 euros? I'm not going to get anything like this because I can't really weigh it out, so. Mostly carbs, as you can see. Carbs and morale. That's what we've gone for. I'm very particular when it comes to loading the fridge up at home. Not Zoe though. Zoe will have stuff in the fridge, right? That is like 6 weeks out of date. Like a sweet corn tin that's just sat there chilling, that's been opened. Just left there. That was proper sad this morning, wasn't it, not having a coffee. So, 2:30 in the afternoon, I'm training again at 4 o'clock, so an hour and a half. Strength session though, nothing overly intense, but towards the back end of that strength session, I've got some sled push and burpees. It's going to be like an hour and 20 minutes, roughly, I would say. So, having another meal. Now, I could go to a restaurant and probably get something, but I want to keep it really simple. I've gone for a classic bachelor's cheese and broccoli pasta. 418 calories. 74 grams of carbs, 5.8 grams of fat, 16 grams of protein. Look, it is literally, a condensed meal out of a pouch, but it will do the job for me today, whilst we're not going to like the restaurant buffet and stuff like that. That takes me up to a grand total today of 1,779 calories, 300 grams of carbs, 35 grams of fat, 65 grams of protein. So the fat and the protein is really low down, just hammering my way through carbs today, obviously noting I'm in a deficit and I need to fuel sessions, but come tonight, that is where I'll make up for all of that protein 100%. Currently got 800 calories left to consume, noting I'm going to train later, burn some more off, and that will pave way for a big hearty dinner tonight. Look at that, tell me you don't want to just dive straight into it. Look at the crisp colour. Lifeguard will have to pull me out. Next part of fueling is a little cortado. I should have just stuck to what I know, and that is an Americano, so I can really enjoy it. But I don't know, I just seen cortado and I thought I'd enjoy it. And I probably will enjoy it, but it's a bit small. That's good. Short, sharp, punchy coffee. But I've got to track that, and 100 millilitres of milk. Is that bad if I track that? There's no way there's 100 mils in there. I'm not even going to track that. That's a sip of milk and a double espresso at most, with a little Biscoff chaser, as we like to say. Session number 2, we've got a strength push focus today with a bit of a Hyrox finisher. So last week I did this session. Finisher was 4 by 50 meters of sled push, which by the way was pretty rough, 200 meters of that. But to make it even rougher today, I've got 4 by 50 meter sled push into 50 meters of burpee broad jump. So I'm gonna go to the CrossFit area now, outside, train, love it, and then make my way over to the sleds in the top corner to do my sled work and burpee work. So we've got a decent session on the cards here, which makes sense because today is a hard day of training. But yeah, looking forward to it. Getting a right dab on. It's like cardio, this. Zone 2. I was breathing the whole time. I'm only at 100 beats per minute, so I must have been holding my breath. It's going to be about 20 minutes finisher. Time for a suntan. Nice. All this good? Yeah. A little bit of carbs. Okay, so we are an hour and 10 minutes into today's full body strength push focus session, which means carbohydrates. 60 minutes plus, we need to be getting the carbs going down. So this is 96 calories, 23 grams of carbs, 120 milligrams of sodium. So it's going to replenish some electrolytes, which I've 100% lost through sweat in that warm gym environment. Anyway, now 4 rounds, 50 meter push, 50 meter burpee broad jump, which is not going to be fun because I did 4 rounds of just 50 meter push last week and that wasn't fun. So now we're about to add 200 meters of burpees into it. Dan's an absolute sicko, but it is what it is. We're going to get it done regardless. Buffet time, yeah? I've got a lot of protein to catch up on from today. Look at the state of that t-shirt.
Let's get a pic.
That's hard work there, isn't it? I'm not even putting that back on. Right, I've got about 1,500 calories to eat at dinner tonight. I cannot wait. So dinner, 3 chicken thighs, 4 ribs, some chickpeas, some lettuce, some sweet corn, some pickles, 1,000 calories, 45 grams of carbs, 53 grams of fat, 92 grams of protein. That takes me up to 382 carbs, 94 fat, 158 grams of protein. So I've got a bit more work to do on the protein, but I have got 500 calories left after this to get another couple of those, and that will be a job good one. So far I've had 3,000 calories today. I am absolutely ravenous, so is Josh, and we're going to get stuck in. An extra 2 chicken thighs, which takes up to 5. Which is 90 grams of protein, which takes me up to 193 grams for the day, which I'm happy with that, give or take 200 grams. 3,342 calories, leaves me with 139. That's quite sad, isn't it? That's to lose a kilo a week. So I might just change that around a little bit because I've got a sweet tooth, but I have got a Snickers in the fridge, which might take me over that. So yeah, I'm not ready to call it just yet, but I'm happy I've hit my protein goal is the main thing. Bit of Tabasco as well for good measure. Oh, look at that. Look at the delightfulness. Mate, I'm genuinely buzzing for you. How am I supposed to walk past desserts and not Get that. Coconut cake, my favourite. That was my weigh-in scales, that. I'm saying 40 grams of chocolate gatto. Okay, that's just taking me up to 3,750 calories for the day. 431 grams of carbs, 133 grams of fat, 200 grams of protein. Taking dinner to a grand total of 1,750 calories. Now, I'm tracking on an app, taking pictures of stuff and trying to weigh it out. It's not going to be completely accurate, but I definitely feel like I've had around that for dinner. Like I'm feeling a bit full. That's good. That's good, that. Good evening, everybody. The things I do for the YouTube community. It is 10 o'clock in the evening. We're still doing YouTube. I've just uploaded a YouTube from last week. And yeah, we've achieved a lot today. We've got up, we've had a banana, we've gone and done a track session. We've then had some breakfast. We've then sussed out the area, played some mini golf, had some lunch, edited some YouTube, had a second session, had an evening meal, and I've just been editing YouTube all evening. So it's been a busy, productive day. But what you're all interested in is my day of fueling. Now, like I said at the start, this is specific to me. I've come away, I've not got everything that I would like to have on me. I do now because I've been to the shops and bought it. But more importantly, I've had a good day of training, I feel recovered, and I've had plenty of fueling. Noting that I am in a bit of a deficit. I'm in a bit of a deficit. Now, training for endurance, performance, being in a calorie deficit don't really go hand in hand. This is like a small, acute calorie deficit, if you like. A couple of weeks, just get myself feeling good. Most importantly is I want to feel good and be a bit lighter on the scales. For me, from a performance angle, the risk versus reward is really big for me. Like I've said on previous YouTube, I can gain weight really quickly and I can also lose it quickly. I know people that can gain weight really slowly or lose it really slowly. Different types of people, different physiology. I'm just one of those people where I could wake up tomorrow and be 4 kilos heavier. So key thing for me is feel good. I feel good. I've had a really good week. HRV's going up, resting heart rate's going down. Fitness is back to where it was 6 weeks ago. So yeah, what I've done to dial in nutrition, sleep, recovery, training over the last couple of weeks has been really, really good. Okay, but scores on the doors. Now, total calories is 3,690 calories. I've trained twice today, and that is me trying to lose 1 kilo a week. I won't lose a kilo a week because I will do this from Monday to Thursday, get to Friday, Saturday, and have a few refeed days where I maintain it. So the maths doesn't quite math like that, but I have a good few days of being in a deficit like that. More I train, the more I eat, the less I train, the less I eat. Total grams of carbs, 424. So a decent amount of carbohydrates, noting that I weigh about 84, 85 kilo. 131 grams of fat, 198 grams of protein, 200 grams of protein. So a really good solid day. Now what I like to do is press complete diary. If every day was like today, you would weigh 80.6 kilos in 5 weeks. Now, every day won't be like today, because like I said, come Friday, Saturday, I'll have a couple of days where I go to maintenance just to refeed. But yeah, it's always good to see. That helps you stay accountable and track progress. Now for me, I will go to maintenance in about a week's time. So we're on Tuesday, I travel to Stockholm next Wednesday, I race on the Friday. So I'm not going to be in a deficit next week because that is stupid. However, like I said on a previous YouTube, I gave myself 18 days and that takes me up to like next Monday. So it's exactly what I needed. I'm able to do my hard sessions today, I fuel around them, and I feel ready, and I will do in the morning, ready to train tomorrow. So yeah, hopefully you all found it insightful. Like I said, this is me. Everyone else will be different. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.